you are about to experience new levels of success and happiness in your life. And the reason is that you're here for a reason. You've been drawn to these videos and to this video, to the messages that I'm sharing here in this message today, which is calling you into your greatness, calling you to living who you really are at the deepest level and rising into that new potential of success, fulfillment, and real happiness in your life. All the struggle that you've been experiencing has been to help cultivate this capacity within you, a deep understanding of who you are, what it is to really be human on all the levels, what it is to truly suffer and to struggle. Because part of why you're here, why you're drawn to this message, is you're one of the few on this planet who are truly here to be the embodiment of new potentials, of a new reality that's bridging the ancient and the modern, the quantum, the mystic, the indigenous, bringing it all right here. Truly knowing who and what you are, that you are divine, you are soul, you are energy, you are consciousness, you are awareness, and you are this body. You're here to be you, to be what you are. This is your primary purpose, is to be a deep embodiment of the truth of reality itself, to be the source here, the very source of your experience, the source of oneness and bliss and connection and freedom and love that lives at the core of who we are. This is what I'm here to be. This is what you're here to be. And there are many of us on the planet, even though we're few in comparison to the collective. But we're powerful in the sense that we are embodying a new reality. You are here to embody a new reality for all of humanity and for your own life experience, for who you are, for all the dreams that you're holding, for everything that you've been working towards, everything that you've been struggling through, all having a purpose, cultivating this deep inner capacity, this power to be what you are. And to stop insisting on your limitations, insisting on the reasons why you can't have more abundance and happiness and freedom and love in your life. Because this insistence or these limited beliefs, these limited energetics that you've been holding in your field. This is what humanity is holding, right? Living in this very limited version of what is really possible. But because you're a way shower, you've broken through, you've seen higher potentials, you've experienced higher possibilities in your life, but now here you are struggling. Here you are searching, trying to understand, how do you actualize the next level in your life? Well, it's by diving into the very struggle, the very beliefs that you're insisting upon, that you've been taught, you've been programmed into in your life. This is the work. Because until you really dive into those beliefs, those energetics that have been keeping you in this limited version of yourself, till you fully dive back into them, maybe back through your history, into your timeline, into your childhood, where you first adopted these, or took them on from your lineage, from your parents, you know? Can you dive into that? Back into that source of that insistent belief system that's controlling your reality. Even though you try and you know other things are possible and you're so dedicated to being here, to being in your fullness, to being of service. But you keep getting stuck in these limited realities, right? It's so terrible. But this is why we're here. This is the real work. Because we're helping the collective rise through doing the inner work, the alchemy within ourselves. And I feel that collectively, personally, for me, for you, we are on this verge of a whole new level. Like maybe these last few roots, these last few little things down in our consciousness that have been ruling and controlling your life, you're about to, pluck those, break free from them, and truly be free to be what you are, and to be the source, to be a creator, and to be aligned with the truth of who you really are, with your higher self, to be an embodiment of that highest truth of light and love, of wisdom and potential, and the real success and happiness that comes with that. This is what we're breaking free, breaking into, breaking free from those things limiting us, so we can truly be of service to our life, to the collective. We can truly step into our reason for being here on the planet, which is first and foremost to be what we are. This is our primary purpose. And then to live that inspired path that's unique to you. And that only comes when you're fully in alignment with who you really are. Living in that alignment at the deepest level. And refusing to allow these limited, insistent energetics to control your frequency anymore. That you become so insistent on living who and what you really are. That you insist on your frequency first and foremost over everything else. And that frequency is that alignment that you feel with the truth of who you are. An alignment to the truth, fully through your whole body, through your mind, your heart, your body. And allowing yourself to be that emanation, that expression of love, of joy, of creativity, of wisdom, whatever it is that your unique attunement is here to share. And that shifts from moment to moment in a responsive, energetic rhythm with reality. That's why alignment is so beautiful, and it is the way. And is a constantly evolving, shifting, changing capacity to be in tune with who you really are. And when those limitations show up, this is the diligence, the practice, the discipline to recognize it. And how will you? You'll recognize it because you'll feel off somehow. Some sort of dissonance, sadness, anger, despair, grief, some tightness in your body. What is it for you? What are the signals that you're out of alignment? And then insist on your intention, on your higher self, on actual alignment, and welcome that old pattern into that. Invite that old energy back into the core of who you are. Dive into that belief system. Dive into your timeline, into the parts of your brain, the little isolated experiences of self, the patterns of mind that you've been so indoctrinated into, programmed into in your life. And come back to your wholeness and welcome that route, that pathway back in. It's in your mind, it's in how your mind functions, and it's in your body. The energy. They're one and the same thing. And the truth of who you are is that sense of alignment, feeling that resonance, feeling connection to Source, Father Sky, Mother Earth, these energetic centers, feeling that connection, sensing and tuning, aligning into that core resonant frequency of who you are. And when the limitation shows up, coming into the heart, feel into that limitation, like welcome it in as fully as you can. Integrate it back into this aligned state, insisting on your frequency, insisting on being what you are, insisting on being the truth, being aligned to truth in every moment. And as you do this, and you walk your life with an open heart, with a willingness to surrender to the moment, to be a blessing, to see this light of love in all things, even when it seems like it's not there. To recognize these limitations, these lacks, these limiting realities, the moment they arise. And instead of falling into despair because you're in these old patterns again, or feeling these old things you're so used to, get excited about it. Okay, here's another thing. Another part of me that's this limited version of myself that I know so well. Can you love that? Can you welcome that back in? Love that part of yourself that's welcoming it back in. Back into this alignment. Keep expanding. Keep grounding. Keep being what you really are. Insisting on your frequency of the highest self and of the vision that you're holding, that you've been working so hard to create in your life. You have to keep holding that, trusting in that. It's here for a reason. These ideals, this dream that you're wanting to achieve and rise into, it's here for a reason. And if you feel alignment to that and that lights your whole field up, follow that. And the moment that something shows up that which shifts your mindset, shifts your energy, then grab it, welcome it back in, and dive into it if you need to. Unpack it as much as possible. Open it up so you're not just shoving it away. You're integrating the patterns back into your wholeness, back into the truth of who you are. This is the path. This is the practice for you, for the awakened ones on the planet, for the ones who are here to show the way for others, but also for yourself. Because this is how you free yourself. You free yourself from all these limited energetics, these programs that have been controlling all of reality. And then they have no power over you anymore. When you become this beacon of what you are, of your highest frequency and highest potential, you're just radiating that as you walk through the world. And anything that shows up, you just welcome it back into that. This is the path of true mastery. and being the source, being the one that you're here to be. And then life will just flow with you and respond with you. And it may not happen when you want it, how you want it, right? There's some great mystery or God, force, energetic. We're all that. It's what we are. But there's always wisdom in the moment, bringing us what we need to evolve, showing us our limitations, showing us our greatness, responding to our frequency, helping us to elevate and expand into the next level. And this is what you are. This is your higher self. This is God. This is Source. This is the wisdom that's inherent in our experience. This is the energy of alignment. This is why we're here. It's to be this alignment, to be what we are, to be what you are here. And as you do this and show up and do the things that you know you need to do in your life to achieve this next level of success, you know it, you feel it, you know what you need to do. There's some part of you that's insisting on your limitation, that's keeping you from expanding into this next level. So do the energetic work. Keep returning to your core frequency and take that action. Take that inspired action to actualize that next level. And life will meet you there. Life will show you it's listening. And that you're worthy of real success, freedom, and happiness, and love. It's why you're here. And all this struggle, all this darkness, all this time that you've been going through all these things, it's just been cultivating a greater power within yourself that is going to carry you through the rest of your life. And right here and right now is where you expand into that new reality, that new version of yourself. So excited for you. And I'm here for you. Here to help you to live that in your life. I'm here to experience that here within myself. I'm here to heal all those wounds with money and worthiness, value, and love, and happiness, and success, and freedom. And so are you. And here we are doing the work together and expanding into this next level to help co-create this new earth. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being on the planet. Thank you for tuning in to this station. Thank you for being an embodiment of the truth. Another tuning fork, resonating, radiating this higher frequency of potential on the planet. I feel you. I feel us uniting in this potential. Stay tuned for the next one. And I'm wishing you so much love and success, happiness in your life. Oh.